Let go to feel lighter. On the peak of a high mountain, where lush green canopies provided shade along the path, an ancient temple lay hidden amidst the tranquil embrace of nature. This temple was home to Master Vian, a Zen master who had spent many years in practice and enlightenment. Under his guidance, numerous disciples had learned invaluable lessons about life and wisdom. One late afternoon, as the last golden rays of sunlight gently bathed the temple courtyard, Amin, one of the master's young disciples, sat on the temple steps, his face filled with deep contemplation. Seeing this, Master Vian approached him and gently asked, "Amin, what are you thinking about that makes you look so burdened?" Amin sighed, his voice tinged with sorrow. "Master, I feel so heavy-hearted. There are many things I cannot forget, cannot let go of. I keep dwelling on the harsh words others have said to me, the pain I have endured, and the things I have failed to achieve in life. The more I think about them, the more frustrated, disappointed, and restless I become." Master Vian smiled gently and said, "Come with me, let's take a walk." Amin nodded, stood up, and followed his master. They left the temple, walking along a winding path down the mountain. When they reached a small stream, the master stopped, looked at the rushing water, and said, "Amin, pick up a large stone and carry it with you." Although he did not fully understand his master's intent, Amin obeyed. He picked up a rock as large as both his hands, placed it in a cloth bag, and slung it over his shoulder. Then the master continued walking. As they passed streams, climbed steep paths, and made their way through dense forests, Amin felt the stone growing heavier and heavier on his shoulders. Sweat began to bead on his forehead, and his legs grew weary. Yet, his master walked lightly, as if he carried no burden at all. Finally, they reached an open clearing. Master Vian stopped, turned to Amin, and asked, "How do you feel?" Panting, Amin wiped the sweat from his forehead. "Master, I'm exhausted. This stone is too heavy. I can't carry it any longer." The master nodded and said, "Then put it down." Amin immediately set the stone down on the ground. Instantly, he felt a wave of relief wash over him. The strain in his shoulders disappeared, and he took a deep breath, feeling lighter than he had in a long time. The master smiled at him and spoke slowly. "Do you see, Amin? When you carried that stone, it made you tired, caused you pain, and kept you from walking freely. But the moment you put it down, you felt light and at ease. Life is the same way. The suffering, resentment, and regrets in your heart are like that stone. If you keep holding on to them, you only make yourself suffer. But if you learn to let go, your heart will become peaceful and light." Amin was silent. His master's words rang like a bell in his mind. "But master, how can I let go of the things weighing on my heart? They haunt me, even when I try to forget." Master Vian walked to the stream, picked up a dry leaf, and let it float on the water. Instantly, the current carried it away. "Do you see this leaf? It was once part of a tree, but when the time came, it had to fall. If it had clung to the branch forever, it would have withered away and lost all meaning. But by letting go, it can now drift along the stream, returning to where it belongs." Your heart is the same. If you keep clinging to past suffering, you will never truly live in the present. But if you learn to accept and let go, you will find peace. Amin watched the leaf drifting further and further away. He slowly began to understand. The pain and burdens he carried in his heart were just like that heavy stone. If only he was willing to set them down, his life would feel much lighter. He bowed deeply to his master, his voice filled with gratitude. "Master, I understand now. I will learn to let go so my heart can be at peace." Master Vian smiled kindly. "That's good, Amin. Letting go doesn't mean forgetting or running away. It means accepting and allowing things to pass naturally. When you do that, the past will no longer chain you down. Always remember, only when your heart is light can you walk firmly on the path ahead." As the sun set, the golden light painted the sky in a warm glow. Amin looked at the stone on the ground, then at the leaf drifting away. A newfound lightness filled his heart, as if he had just set down a burden he had carried for years. From that day on, he learned to let go of his sorrows, no longer clinging to past pains. His steps on the path of practice became lighter, like a leaf carried by the wind, unburdened and free.